Mass Effect 1. I'm actually going to be playing the original 3 Mass Effect games. I never bought Andromeda, so I have no comment as to whether or not it's any good. Some people really fucking hated it, but, you know, it's pretty hard to live up to these 3 games. Like, they truly were beyond their time. Imagine there's an echoing effect there. You know, as I say that, it's like, maybe I should, you know, take the plunge and start editing my videos in a more active way than just, like, throwing on a title screen. Man, though, that's a big consideration for another time. So, these 3 games, the original Mass Effect games, are 3 of my favorite games of all time. I'll be starting a new career. I bought the Legendary Edition or whatever, the one that was just released on the PlayStation Network.
Classified information requested.
Oh yeah, I have to make a character. I can make her very avant-garde, or I could just go with the default femme shep. That's what they call her, female shepherd. I always play as the female one. Her voice actress is wonderful, and also she's the same voice actress as the person that played the Swan Princess in the Swan Princess movies that came out in like the 90s. So I'm going to rename her. I can't leave her name as Jane. We're gonna name her something very mysterious. This is a mysterious name.
Please log in to access your profile.
Dude, though, my father was a huge fan of sci-fi, like, movies.
Warning,
he wasn't really a video gamer, given that he was, like, 80 years old and British. But, he loved these games. It was, like, the last thing we did together before he died, so rest in peace, my dad. R.I.P. Okay, so this is the character creation screen. You get some leeway with, like, I don't know, your backstory. It doesn't have a huge effect on the game, but does have an effect on some of the dialogue, like, every so often. I'll just read them off. So I could choose the spacer, pre-service history. Pre-service is in pre-military service. There's, like, a space military. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindoir, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindoir, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. I'm from the streets, yo.
Confirm psychological profile.
Then, this is what happened during your military service. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. That's so grandiose. I can't do that one. We'll do this one.
Confirm military specialization.
And then you get, like, classes. These are almost like different classes in an RPG. Like, you know, got the mage, the sci-fi mage, the tech sci-fi mage, the battle mage, the pure mage, the tech person, and the warrior. So those are all of the classes. It's just like a bunch of mages, mostly. I like Vanguard. They're pretty active. They're basically like, they have a lot of these, we'll just call them sci-fi-esque attacks, like psychic attack type things, and like, you can punch people. They're pretty fun.
Confirm facial identification.
Oh man, they changed the default hair. The default hair used to be slightly different. Well, I'm gonna go with it.
Construction complete.
Now that's a name. They never say the first name in these games. They just call you Shepard, so it doesn't really matter, but I can't do Jane. Jane is just not an adequate name. Alright.
Identification confirmed.
We've passed the point of no return. I'm playing for fun, you know, to entertain both myself and, like, the one person that's gonna watch this, so... I have beaten all 3 games on Insanity, though. It was insane, and I felt really good about that. So that should tell you this is, like, one of my favorite games of all time. I usually don't replay games unless I, like, really love them. I'm not gonna do auto level up. What's this? Okay. I don't know about that one. I'll try legendary mode, I guess. I love subtitles, so we're gonna have those. Oh. You can change this in the game. Okay, cool. So yeah, and thus we will begin. I will be doing a, like, completionist run of this game, so I'm gonna be doing, like, all of the side quests. That can be a little boring. In the second game, you're gonna get to watch me mine for minerals. So,
well,
that's kind of tedious.
What about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Should I read this? It's too late. Mass Effect. Am I hallucinating, or are those letters slightly moving? Man, that tripped me out there. Got a little summer cold. It's kind of driving me crazy. That's driving me crazy to hear about it.
Initiating transmission sequence. Commander.
Oh man, poor Jenkins. He's about to suffer an unfortunate and hilarious fate.
Calculating transit mass and destination.
Man, they really touched up the graphics for this.
Approach vector.
I originally played this on the Xbox 360.
All stations secure for transit.
It wasn't as saturated on that version as it is here.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
So yeah, that's like an example of this Mass Effect technology.
Thrusters, check. Navigation.
They mostly use
check.
it to teleport
Internal
around
mission
space.
sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain
Oh
will
shit,
be
it's
pleased.
Nihilus. Don't get attached to that guy. He's about to die.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
A good rule of thumb for this game, at least for the first one, if you want to... So you can play it in 2 different ways. You can be like a Paragon person or a Renegade person. It mildly affects the dialogue. But usually the top option, if there is a Paragon point to get out of the conversation, usually the top one will be Paragon and the very bottom one will be Renegade.
They don't send Spectres.
Sometimes they mark it down.
So
Or they
more
like
going
mark
on
it,
here
like
than
the top one,
captain's
if it's Paragon will be blue, the bottom will be red. But in case you're wondering why I was laughing at,
cleared the mass
Caden
relay,
is just
Captain.
like, he's
Stealth
such a
systems
doofus.
engaged. Everything looks solid.
You can't really see it now, but I'm thinking about some of the later conversations you have with him, where he's basically just like, a lot of people in my position are insane, and then he just smiles happily to himself, and he's like, I'm okay, aside from the horrible migraines. And it's like, whoa, Kaidan, you okay, buddy? Do you need to sit down?
You get that, Commander?
Yeah, I got that. Aren't you glad I put on the subtitles? You won't miss a thing.
Sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Fun trivia, this guy here is played by one of the characters, it's the werewolf from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Seth Green. That, like, cracks me up. Oh, but you'll, like, want to talk to people in this game. Sometimes it unlocks, like, side quests, or it could prevent a character from dying in later games. So, you know, good stuff all around. Here's Presley.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run.
He's got facial hair in this one. I don't think he does in the original. Aren't you guys arguing?
Like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run?
I love that they call them shakedown runs. It sounds so dramatic, like they're about to get some baseball bats and beat someone up for money.
Stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Alright, there's a lot of flavor text in here, and I'm gonna look at, like, basically all of it, because I love this game. Like, this game is a religious experience for me. So that might be a little boring, I don't know. I don't think it's boring, though, so we're all living in my world right now.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
But yeah,
good luck, Commander.
So this kind of introduces an idea that you might have noticed. You know, the humans are sort of, or at least this human is kind of like, there's a Turian, which is a type of alien, on this ship. I don't feel good about this. So, like, that kind of introduces this idea that, like, comes up a lot in this game. There's kind of, like, alien racism. Like, the different races are kind of racist against each other.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
Oh,
I sincerely hope
man.
You're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Calm the fuck down, Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
He's so excitable.
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on Akuz.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Akuz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, so there's this air of, like, mystery that's being built up here. Why is Nihilus here? Why Eden Prime? Alien racism? Question mark?
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Are you going somewhere with this?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
No shit.
I figured there was something you were telling us.
You
We're
don't
making
say.
a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live. a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
It's a real shame this guy's about to die. He's so friendly to people.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
You'll find that the people in the government, like Nihilus and other Spectres and other, like, council members and stuff, just hate people, like, irrationally as a plot point.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants
like a
is to
big
get
deal.
dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Can you hear talking in the distance? My mom is trying to sweet talk the dog. She's like baby talking the dog real hard.
Kalilenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
It's like phasing through the walls. But this is so funny. I remember playing this game for the first time and being like, what's with the hand in the sky? I don't get it. Having played the whole series, I'm like, oh man, they really introduce everything right off the, right out the gate.
Somebody was doing some serious
It's a very
digging
consistent
here,
narrative.
Your team's the muscle in this operation,
It's like, it's
Commander.
very coherent.
Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
So this is basically like the first mission / tutorial mission. You kind of learn all the basics here.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
So yeah, it was a peaceful farming planet. Now, like, is the hand still in the sky? No. Oh, huh. That's new. I like this. They jazzed up the like the health bar and stuff. It glows now. Everyone glows. Everyone's heads are glowing. It's nice. Okay. L1. There's my next squad mate that I'm about to recruit. Our partner's about to get blown up. Oh wait, that's my partner. That's Jenkins. Rest in peace, Jenkins. You were completely ineffective. L2. I see. Rip.
Rip right through his shields. We're at a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Okay, that's the way I came, I think. Yes. Alright, there are my weapons. Metagel. There are my powers. Okay. I get powers, you know, like sci-fi kind of powers. So they're almost like magic powers, but you know, they work by sci-fi instead of magic.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Button. Cool. What was that? I leveled up or something? Alright. I'm gonna be doing a Paragon playthrough. The Renegade version of Shepard is like racist to aliens. I'm like, I can't do it. I love aliens. I can't. Okay. Kaiden. What am I gonna give him? Can have barrier. First aid, fuck yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have a third squad mate yet. I have to recruit her. Just one of the people that was on the video transmission. Attack. Oh. Cool. Forget how to crouch behind things. The controls are very different in the second and third game. In between the second and third game, they're mostly the same, but in between the first and everything else, it's like very different. I'm used to the controls for the later games. I didn't really play through this game a lot. If memory serves me right, they included the DLC for the first game on this one. I've never played the DLC for this. They introduced an entire race and everything. It's the Batarian race. The Batarians are just kind of introduced in the second game, so if you haven't played the DLC, it's kind of jarring. I didn't play the DLC, and I was like, why are we all acting like Batarians were here the whole time? Okay. Cool.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Yep.
Well, after that, they
it's an
just
entire dramatic story that we'll hear a lot about.
Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out!
If only Nihilus hadn't rushed on ahead. If only he hadn't tried to be a maverick. Maybe he would be with us in the later games. I have no fucking idea. But it cracks me up because he's so friendly. He's like, yeah, we're going to be training together. I'm going to be observing you. This could be a great, like, diplomatic moment for everyone. Then he just, like, explodes. Oh, yeah, this explains. Yep. Crouch. Crouching is like an entire realm of dynamics in this game. I'm pretty sure that I can, yes, okay, so I really do just, like, run up against the, like, some objects you can, like, hide behind, you know, like in every other first-person or third-person shooter in the world. So, you just run up to it. It's not very exciting. Those are like weapons. I can sell them or melt them down for Omni Gel.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Yeah,
it's a
pretty
good place
hard.
For an ambush. Keep your guard up.
That's what hard means right there.
Oh. God, they're still alive.
This is like the Mass Effect universe version of a zombie. There's a lot of them. They're like synthetic guys. They're like half like zombie machine, like not even normal machine, just like zombie machine. They're pretty creepy looking. Like this game did a very good job on their design, in my opinion. I mean, look at them. They look pretty deranged, huh? The button to reload in the later games is screwing with my knowledge of how to reload or do anything in this game. I just remembered, that's right, you have infinite ammo I think in this, but your gun overheats if you fire it too much or something. Oh yeah, this is decryption. Check this out. I did it. I'm terrible at these.
Humans. Thank the Maker. Hurry, close the door before they come back.
I love this guy. He's troubled,
we'll protect
but
you.
brilliant.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers. Bringers of darkness. Heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
That's what I like to tell myself.
To see the destruction rushing towards us, to understand there is no escape, no hope. No, I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
You can basically, like, beat the crap out of him. It's super uncool. That's the, time to shut you up option. I did that once, and I'm like, damn, that's fucking harsh. No, Omnigel, it's this, like, ambiguous substance that you can use for many different purposes. Mostly healing yourself or your car, your space car that you take with you on missions sometimes.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Rest in peace, Nihilus. You were a great NPC for the whole 5 minutes you were alive.
Off in the distance.
So various things can come after you here. This is where you can like die if you are terrible. Occasionally time missions come up in this game, but really not often enough for it to be like a consistent dynamic. Oh, I can't open that. That door looked like it could be opened, but maybe not. Well, at the very least I can get this.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Man, that fucking hat that chick's wearing.
You're okay
I don't
now.
know about
Nobody's
that
gonna
one.
hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
Just like wearing a bald cap.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole.
I ain't no snitch.
We need his name. It's
Come
important.
on, Cole.
Yeah,
Be friendly.
Okay, you're right.
Be
His
good to your
name's Powell.
community.
Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
Okay.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Cool, I was right. You totally can. Oh, man. I didn't choose one of the tech classes, so I can't open that. I could probably invest some points somewhere or something, but I'm not going to do that. It's too much. Here's Nihilus's
Commander.
corpse.
It's Nihilus.
Total bummer.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
I just told you.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Thank God for narcolepsy.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
All right.
We need to find that beacon
nice
before
anecdotes.
it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian
He'll
went.
finish that nap on the house.
I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosive. Cool. I think there's some new, like, stuff that's been added to the dialogue for this edition. Like, I don't remember some of that conversation, and I've played this game like 5 million times. Alright, the time part's about to come up. Oh no, bombs? Oh god, 3 minutes until bombs? Oh my god, and that's what's about to happen. Oh, this talks to me about my powers, my sci-fi powers. Of course, you know, I need to wait until I get the shot at one. And some shields. There are different bars. You'll notice there's like a blue bar and a red bar. The blue bar is like the shields, so that's kind of like your armor and like any kind of like tech shield that like upgrade that you've applied, and then there's like your actual health, which is the red bar. So if you run out of the red bar, you die, but you know, hopefully if you play well and don't just run into the fire and flames like I'm doing right here, you won't lose your shields. That prevents you from taking health damage. While they're up, you most forms of attacks will just take your shield. There are like certain tech moves and stuff that will like penetrate your I think they call it the barrier. It's like in the weapon, in the like not weapon, the power description. It's like this penetrates any barriers. So that can make things a little more complicated from time to time. God damn it. The reload button is square in one of the later games. This is apparently the grenade button in this game. I never use grenades in this one. So yeah, this takes me to the place where the bombs are about to happen.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Just blow up the fucking planet. No one will ever know anything happened here. That's the beacon they keep talking about. It's a big deal. It can talk to you.
Demolition
oh yeah,
charges.
so the bombs are on the
map.
Hurry! They're the things that look like flags.
Shut them down.
I feel like I'm running away from one. Let's see one over here. Oh, I see. It's up there. I'm like, it seems like it's coming from inside my ship, but how? There are people, well, there are machine people shooting at me somewhere out there. Yes, Mom? Yeah, what's up? I'm in the basement. Uh-huh. That sounds like a great day you've got planned out. Oh no, are you okay? Do you want me to like make soup or something? Take care, have fun. Bye. My mom's heading to the doctor. Sounds like it's gonna be a riveting time. Man, these guys on easy mode are, yeah, you can kind of just walk right up to them and beat the crap out of them until they die. But hey, it saves having to watch me replay the same thing over and over again, which is, well, what a horrible fate for us all, right? I'm just about finished with this intro area, actually. This is the end of it. finding me, I think. I didn't realize the husks had shields. That was a very fancy locker for the intro level. Alright, and here's the point of interest. The beacon. Wasn't sure if I should say Prothean beacon or beacon, and an abomination came out of my mouth instead. Here is the beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working
The beacon is amazing.
Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Beacon wasn't doing anything.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
The beacon is activated.
No, don't touch it. It's too slow.
The beacon is dangerous. Oh man, I got a trophy for all of that. There's a nice sense of accomplishment that comes with trophies, huh?
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Yep, so Saren's clearly a big deal. Seems like he's a bad guy. One of the bad hombres I'm gonna have to take down.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Well, I was dreaming. Let's talk about that.
I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Rip Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers
Services
dying
will be held this Saturday.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Nifty.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
So that's my recruit from this mission.
That's why I added her to our crew.
I'm pissed off.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of
He's basically like an extremist radio host, like before he became evil.
I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
That's right.
I'll find some way to take him down.
That was my read on the situation, too.
He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, I'm gonna cut this off here. I feel like this has been a pretty good run. That's basically the tutorial level of the game. When I play this again, we'll hit up the Citadel, which is one of the main hub areas for this game. Take care. Thank you for watching.